Where's my water? Hello, viewers, people, Dextel, Johnny, Hello, Error, Penny, Soup, Echo, Kicks. I was tired, so I decided not to go. To took a nap. Ha. Let me just turn that volume down. Dun, 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 dun. No, I don't. Who the hell are you? Alright, where? What the hell? Where? Ooh. All right. Yes, get your tablet, boys. So, should I continue where I left off? Or should I draw a completely different scene? Oh, shite. Let me just draw something to get refreshed. Just to get refreshed. Before I get into it, I'm going to draw something I actually really want to draw, which is this scene. So, maybe I'll get into it. So, bank. Da, 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 da. Little... a little doodle bug you. I don't know, Sean. What am I drawing? What am I drawing? Wouldn't you like to know? Dun, 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 dun. Now, our two options here. That drawing took 3 hours. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, traditionals like that. Traditionals like that. Traditional. Alright. Let's get to business now. Not my drawing. What are you guys talking about? Why are you on that account, Bo? Monkey. Alright, where was I? I might die. Well, that's tragic. I feel like crap. We'll take a crap and maybe you won't. I think my cat is trying to invade me again. Don't start. No. Get out of here. Alright, I'm just gonna try and draw it again. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do this time? I'm actually gonna use the figurine, because I'm not gonna take any chances with this. We're gonna use the figurine. If I can even pose it right. Actually, no, I don't want to use the figurine. That's too much work. Alright, let's go to Spoogle. Alright, duplicate. Alright, let's use some references here. Yes, actually, some actual references. Okay, I have some. Okay. Sorry, fellas, I'm just looking up references real quick to make sure I'm accurate. Because you know what? I can't take it anymore. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. Alright, I need a good angle. Where's the glass panel even facing? Where is he gonna face? He's gonna face, the glass panel is gonna face right here. No, I'm thinking it's gonna face right here. Huh? Why did he make a mask for himself? Because he wanted to look like a ninja? It's not that crazy of a thought. He wanted to hide his face. Uh, uh, I'm just trying to see which way. So he's gonna swing it this way then. Da-na-na-na, 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 dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. His arm's gonna be right here, so it's probably gonna be right here. And then it's gonna be like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Like that, I'm thinking. It's a really tough pose to draw. I'm not gonna lie. Tough envisioning the pose, really. Bam. What's my phobia? I don't know. Nasty, ugly spiders, bugs. I don't know. Bugs at centipedes. It's centipedes. Look up house centipedes, and you'll see what I'm talking about. House centipedes. Not regular centipedes. House centipedes. The ones with the spider legs. Bugs are just gross in general, but other than that. Dun, 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 dun. That's someone would say that who wants to. I have, it's called, fear of failure. That's my thing. Anyways. That's my greatest fear. That's my personal. That's honestly my greatest fear. Oh. I'm scared of weird looking chairs. Honestly, I'll give you my top 3 fears. House centipedes. Forgetting all of my memories. And, failure. That's it. That's my... Forgetting all my wrinkly brain knowledge. I'm trying to torque his body, but at the same time... This is a very tough pose. I'm just trying to imagine it in my head without it looking too much, you know? Can't get the thought. Don't want to lose the thought. So I gotta draw it as fast as I can before I lose my brain. Scared of being alone. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. I can tell a lot of you guys' fears. I can tell. I know a lot of you guys' fears. Most people act off their fears and traumas, so. Should I put this leg forward? I'm scared of the dark. Well, I didn't know that. No one knows your fear. I can tell you one of them. Judging by how you act. I can definitely tell you one of them. You're gonna disagree with it, but it's the truth. Terrified of heights. That's fair. I don't need to tell you. We're just saying exposed Dextal every day. Every day exposed Dextal. He said, I'm terrified of my creations. Quit the BS. Alright. Snakes. I can understand that. Let's do a little bit. We should learn to draw our fears in a certain way. I can understand the being alone one kicks. That's kind of a fear for me, like, because I'm, like, paranoid, but, like, not really. Kinda, but not really. I feel like most adults are paranoid. Yeah, but... Da-na-na-na. So if I'm like this... No, my hand's gonna be like this. Da-na-na-na. Watching True Fears needing to switch schools. As a young kid, I can see why being in a military family is just terrible. Like, if you're in a military family, just stop, bro. You know what you're doing to your kids? You're traumatizing them every year. I'm glad I did this pose. Because now... Snakes are cute. They can be. That's an understandable fear. Heavy machinery. Well, we're not talking about phobias. We're talking about fears. Don't y'all love when you just have a character that has the power to just... No, those are boring and terrible written characters, in my opinion. Heavy machinery is my only fear, because it takes... Yeah, I can see that. I'd be like I don't trust machines. And I'm not talking about like they're gonna take over the world type thing. I just don't trust like who's to say this heavy machine won't fall on my head right now? I'm supposed to trust that it's here. I could be a casualty, and it's up to the last guy who used it, and it's also up to how old the machine is if it breaks apart on my head right now from some small force. Or what if this screw comes out and shoots off or something into my face? Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, you're scared of girls. I forgot that part. Your fears people knowing your trauma? Well, what is it? Tell us. Tell us right now. I fear Pip. You don't need to fear her. Her fear is, some people's fears is not belonging. You know, fear of not belonging, wanting to feel belong to something or someone, wanting to feel a place where they having a place where they belong. That's not loneliness, really. That's not fear of being alone, but just the fear of. Fear of. Now check Discord. If you're talking about your drawing, I did see it earlier. I don't know what to say about it, though. In my honest opinion. I'm not telling my story on stream. I mean, no one really knows you, so who cares? I tell you all my embarrassing stories. Do I have another one I can tell? What was it? Yeah, like like the saws. Like when you're doing the saws, like what if you miss a screw in this? Like you didn't tighten it all the way and you turn it on, the saw just spins back the wrong way. Cause I want to do like woodworking eventually. Like, no, this is not even the right side. I don't trust things. And I don't know. It's an interesting character. I like the effects more than the actual character itself. But you draw a lot of birds with the. I'm not a fan of the birds. I wish the beak was bigger, but that's just the way you chose, I guess. I don't know. And Johnny, draw something that isn't my hero or Pokemon, please. I'd appreciate it. Your ratio of your own stuff create compared to that stuff is just it's 30-1. No, I wasn't blushing. Don't make up stories, buddy. I draw Deku because I like the reference. You like the reference because Deku was in it. Don't skip over that part, buddy. Let's not skip over the importance here. Let's not do this to ourselves here. So yeah, when I was working in the carpet shop, there would be this heavy machine we used to like pick up carpets from certain areas. I was like, what if this metal pipe just disconnects? It doesn't seem too safe. And lo and behold, it disconnected eventually. That's because I was hanging on it like a fucking monkey. But yeah. We had like this big metal pipe thing that we used to like pick up the carpets and place them over each other in the carpet shop. We didn't need it per se, but it would just help put it in high areas. But it's like, bruh, I have a job. Yes, I have a job. And it wasn't the one I was talking about, but I thought you were a YouTuber. No, that's not the way life works, sadly. I wish if I could just, you know, commit I don't get paid. YouTube doesn't pay me yet. And, well, the sad reality is YouTube doesn't pay me yet. I just got monetized. So Shard has, this is his new head shape that we're gonna keep in the next chapter or so. He's gonna have multiple versions, but here it's either looks like this or it looks like a diamond for simplicity. But sometime in the newer chapter, I'm not changing the way his head shape looks, because in the newer chapter there's older portions. I know Anti noticed it because he was coloring it, but yeah. I'm wearing booty. Don't start with me. Why can't you skip work? What do you mean? Because you'll get fired and you won't get paid and you can't pay your bills. And if you can't pay your bills, your resources go away. And if your resources go away, you go away. So, yeah. The way reality works is you have to work a job. You know? Sometimes... Oh, his head's gonna get chipped. His head can get chipped. Definitely can get chipped. But he's a solid-based integrant, and they can regrow limbs and permanent limbs, so it wouldn't, like, do much. Now, each integrant has a core. They have a core to their head. It's not visible, but there is a base core. And you'll see when Prime gets punched in the head if you even read it. But yeah. Bam! He swings. Bro just spawned. See, the point of Prime is he literally just spawned and he's wreaking havoc. His character build-up was so simple, and sometimes that's good. Thank you, sir. Don't do it because you respect me. Do it if you actually enjoy the content. If you don't, then I'm just making gibberish. If you don't like it, you're allowed to not like it, but you're allowed to have your opinion. And if you don't like it, you can tell me why you don't like it. And maybe I'll see if I can change something, if that's just an opinion or an actual fact. I'm gonna go play Minecraft. It's 10:25 Flames. Time is up. What do you mean? Yeah, I was like exhausted. I had to wake up early to do stuff, and I was just like, that 1 hour, that extra like 30 minutes you can sit before your bed, before you have to get up and go like to your job or something, it does a whole lot. It does like a bunch. 1 cent, please. Listen, if I make it big, I will help you guys in any way I can. The creators. The creators, I will help you. I will help you. The ones who sat here. Well, it's not a if, it's more of a when, you know what I mean? Because I'm never going to stop doing this. I've already dedicated to it, and it's like, how far am I going to dig into the tunnel before I turn back? I know there's a diamond at the end of it. I just got to get it. Nah, I'm going to do my own thing. My footsteps, Dextal, is pretty tough footsteps. Because I'm not going a regular route. I have an unplanned. Actually, since I was talking about it with Anti, but we have plans. I finally decided to put on a piece of paper. Oh yeah, I gave Anti literally all the secrets. Well, not all of them, but the ones that really mean something on just a quick post of a video. And that's really the important stuff. Actually, when I was talking to you about that stuff, that took an hour. Anyways, so that stuff is like, people usually, anyways, that's all my experience. So we have, obviously, draw the chapters, make an NL website. Then we have remaster chapter 1.3. That could lead to creating physical copies and blah, 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 all this extra stuff. And then we got, I'm going to actually turn it into a bigger map on, I just did this just to get it out of my head, but make a pixel art fighter, make a better version, have a Kickstarter for it as well. Children's book, obviously, physical copies, Barnays and Nobly, if anyone knows that meme, and this one. But that has nothing to do with, oh yeah, then the 3D. But the way we're going to get to these things is not in actual perfect, this is just getting my ideas on the paper, but loser. The best thing you can do, Dextel, to make me proud is just keep working. I want to say this to you, Dextel. What you need to work on to improve your art instantly is object 3-dimensional placement when you're doing your setup. That's the one thing that I just that you do that I just can't like get over it. It's like the certain things, because you have it, you have the touch, you have it, you can, all you need to do is just work on the skill and then you got it pretty much. I know what your art style is though, but if you can perfect your art style, you can go way farther, because I see the potential you have. I could never, bro. This looks complicated. What looks complicated? Life is complicated. Life is complicated. Maybe, Dextel, one of these days, I'm going to take one of your art pieces and try and perfect it in my own vision, just so you can see what I think it could be or what I think it could improve on. I'm going to do 2 different versions. I'll make a whole video out of it, Dextel. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add that to my list. I'll do it right now. Alright, I don't know what to call it, but I don't know. I'll just call it so expect that within 3 weeks. I'm gonna figure it out on my own because I don't care to look up to anyone. Well, it's not about looking up to anyone, it's about inspiration. And the one thing you guys need to realize, or some of you guys, it's not even about having an ego, or it's not even about, like, you could learn something. The goal is to use the least amount of energy as possible. So you want to learn from my mistakes and my not mistakes. Because if you're not learning from someone else's mistakes, or like seeing where they went wrong, that's just a hurdle you're going to trip on. It's going to take you, and when I mean a hurdle, I mean you're going to be stuck on that hurdle for like, it could be a couple months wasted just because you didn't want to learn your lesson. You know what I'm saying? But before I do any crazy thing, I do hella research on it to make sure it's sound and I'm not wasting thousands of dollars. I wouldn't call it a birthday Christmas present, but I'd call it a... It's going to be a long form video, by the way. It's just because I can't explain to you perfectly in words what I mean, so I'm just going to end up doing it. Level 1 thug to 69 mob boss gangster. I hope it actually helps, but the way YouTube works is if you're not following their rules the way they want you to, they're not even going to give you the time of day. Because you're supposed to show them that you want it, and if you're showing them that you want it, then they're going to give you the time of day. And that's what you have to use, every tool they give you to the fullest, literally. It's their way of filtering out who's going to make actual content and who's not going to waste time. And it's kind of hard to take. Sometimes I feel like I can't give good advice because I don't have that many followers yet. But all right, so he's gonna be in front of the glass panel like this. He's gonna hammer that glass panel. He's gonna swing so fast before the nail drops, but well, actually, he hit the nail. The nail's right there, so he's gonna swing at. I think the nail's right there. He hit it into it, so it's kind of stuck in there. I'm gonna show Enra down below. I mean, it's good to have a plan, but just so you know, like, it only takes one card to fail for the whole castle to come crashing down. It's all about building a firm base, and if you don't have a firm base, you're wasting time. Now, every video you guys make should also be like a lesson learned. Mind you, YouTube said I made over 6,000 videos. I don't believe that, but I've made somewhere around 6,000 videos. I don't believe that at all. I want to think it's 600. They made a typo, but maybe I did. But anyways, it said I made 6,000 videos over the course of my whole thing. But there's one thing I learned is every video should be a test. You should literally take something from every video. I seen something on a video that said you should get 1% better every day, and I can kind of agree to that, because if you get 1% better every day, over the course of the year you'll be like 300% better if you're doing that. It is. It literally is. Because the thing is, YouTube got to push out everyone else's videos. So they're gonna have to create walls that show if you really deserve your video to be even viewed in the first place. Because why would they pick your video over someone else's video? Everyone can't win. Everyone cannot win. Honestly, yeah, all it takes is one ball to get it rolling, but did I get a play button? Hell no. I didn't even scratch 10,000 yet. You know what, Johnny? I'm going to get 10,000 followers by next year. Maybe 20,000 if I get real with it. But I'm going to get at least 10 minimum. 10,000 subscribers by next year. I can guarantee that. And you have my Make-A-Wish promise. Alright. Anyways, yeah. 10,000. Okay. Well, it took you 3 years. I'm not even at... Listen, man, I've had this YouTube account for 6+ years. Maybe I've had it. I've actually started doing actual official stuff on it for, See, the way it goes, it's like this. You post a couple... Your first 1,000's the hardest to get. Maybe your first 2,000, 3,000 even. But once you get rolling, it gets so much easier once you understand the process as well. It's just... Now, you always want to tend to the algorithm. If you really want to get ahead, all you have to do is just look up the trending videos, copy that sound, and use it for your own. Or use the same, especially for shorts. I could talk about this for hours, to be honest. Bruh. Took me 0 videos and you got a whole 3 subs. Yeah, that you got a lot of those subs. It's cuz this live stream probably, but oh, he's going to hammer the heck out of this nail. I'm glad I did a repose cuz that last one was garbage. Oh yeah, my next video for tomorrow after this, I got some new markers I want to try, even though I already know what they're kind of gonna be like. But I'm gonna show. No, should I show him like this? He goes, oh. Oh, I wanted to get the fish pens. I want to try the fish pens. I'll buy that tomorrow, potentially. Just to make a video out of drawing with fish pens. They're not really special, but it's just fun. It's like the bear markers. I'm gonna draw his fist like this. W Shard. He's teaching him a lesson. How to get creative with your abilities. And the thing I thought of was him trying to break a glass panel. You can't do it with a blunt force hit. A thick object can't get shattered with a blunt force hit. But if even the tiniest of nail can help shatter the whole entire glass in general. Because I was like, I need this training arc to actually be a training arc. They can't be just fighting all the time. And now Shard's goal, Shard's not a completely better fighter than Enra. I mean, yes, he is. He outclasses him. But he's training with him. He's not training him. He's training with him. I just want to throw that out there. And in order to get him onto... In order for Shard to also level up, he has to get him on Shard's himself's level, you know? He wants to view him as an equal, so he's going to train him as well. So they can... But when they're both on equal playing field almost, when they fight now, you're going to see how it's going to, like, you know... Why Shard got a butt? Because everyone has a butt? What are you talking about? Hello, Cinemic. Hammer time. He just has a regular... It's not, it's just a butt, dude. Why are you looking there, Jonathan? I don't know. His eyes is always glued to Shard's butt. I don't know. That says a lot about what you're into, buddy. You're into muscle butt. Alright. Spawned 3 weeks ago and is 7 on the power scale. Is he 7 on the power scale? I told you, this power scale isn't complete, you know. No, he's 6.5. He is 6.5. Now, power scale isn't that accurate, but it's the best I can do in the moment of notice. If I'm being honest, I might drag some characters down, but... So, here's how it goes. Like, the gap between each number is way bigger than the actual. Like, 1 to 2 is like this close, but 2 to 3 is this close. The gap between 3 to 4 is this close. 7 to 8, by the time we get to 7 to 8, the gap between 7 to 8 is this big. So someone who's on an 8 power scale level is different. And like I said before, a 9 to 10 is like, you know what I'm saying? So even just a half difference in the higher, it's like, so if I were to draw it, the line would be like this. Dink, dunk, dink, dunk. The gap would get even bigger per number as you go higher. But, yeah. I know, that's how I envisioned it. I just didn't do it that way. I just did it the simple way. No, 6.5 is not a 7. Because Rave, his explosive... This is going off of many things. It's going off of, like I said before, power, explosive, magic, and physical capabilities. Now, if I'm being honest, I'd probably put Shard a little bit lower, but he's definitely higher than the other ones. So it's like he's like in a decent spot. I'd put Rave higher. Rave could be an 8. That doesn't mean he fights better. Shard, this isn't about technique or skill. If technique and skill was in here, Shard would be at like a 9. That's a total different scale. Now, I can always redo that another time, but Next time I redo it, I'm going to start from the most powerful to the most weakest, which is Hop. Because Hop does not. Where's my OC? Your OC is not a full fleshed out character within the series yet. So in terms of, no, it's not BS. I'll admit it if it was an Aspel. I would admit it if it's a Baspel. I literally had that already. I've said this many times. Yeah, I said that many times. You think I just wrote that down using magical scripture? Oh, the Yeti. You are correct. Where's the Yeti? So if I had to... Oh, the Yeti's right here. The Yeti's right here. See the eyeball? Their physical strength is pretty damn high. Because they're giant, pretty much. And they're just stronger naturally. And they got 4 arms. I did not write that down before the live. Don't play with me. I count the Yeti as an actual character and as an actual... What's the Yeti's name? I forgot the Yeti's name. I don't even remember. 10 points to whoever remembers it, because I don't even. Hey. Bink. I'll write you down before the live. How about that? Yeah, I thought I could see my live stream. Gavin? I don't even know. No, it's something silly. No, it's Julius. It's Julius. It's Julius. Brutus reminded me. It's Julius. That's his name. This video should go viral. I wouldn't say that. I would not want this video, out of all things, to go viral. But he's gonna smash through the glass. Bam! I'm gonna show it from this view, though. No, wait. That's so dumb. That's the point. Alright, hold on. So I'm going to show the nail actually be in the glass a little bit as it gets hammered. So the impact is like, you know. The nail breaks through the glass like that. There's the nail. I'll just color this in like that. Bam! There's a hammer hitting it. I'll just draw this for now. It's a good drawing. I'm surprised you went traditional. It looks better than most of your digital works. I'm just like, it could have been your regular OC. That would have sent the drawing into a whole nother spectrum in my eyes. Most people would appreciate Deku before your character, but me personally, I wouldn't. I think they have enough fan art as it is, you know? I frown upon fan art for some reason. 4 different art styles. Do you have a confirmed art style? I mean, certain situations, certain art styles different. You like the reference in art style. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. You liked it. What drawn you to it in the first place was because it was Deku. There's no other way to put it. It got brought to your attention because it was my hero. It's called algorithm, man. It's called the algorithm. Why won't you accept the facts? Accept the cold hard facts. It was the color style which you could have applied to your own characters, buddy. Listen, you need to take a page from Dextel. Dextel's given us OG original content on a daily. You're visually appealing, buddy. With that being said, how about you get yourself a girlfriend that you've been begging for? Yeah, you wouldn't think of that, did you? Anyways, where was I? He's hammering the wall. I think I'm going to show this angle. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, Johnny. Is that a question or an insult? I can give you the real answer to that. And yeah, that's why you get many points, Dextel. Anyways, is that an actual question or is that a potential insult? Because yeah, I think it's both. I could tell you why, because I haven't been promoting it like I say I do. I know the only time you actually see me promote my series is through just regular videos. I haven't gone all out with it. When it becomes a completed product, then I'll waste my money and resources on it. But it's not a completed product yet, so we're not going to waste our money until we fully remaster the things that need to be done. And a lot of things get popular because of unfair advantages. Favoritism, nepotism, a lot of things. Like, for instance, what's that guy's name? The YouTuber Corey? He's created a new manga. You want to know why I did numbers? Because he's Corey. Simple as that. And a lot of other things. Like, the name gets you popular. Listen, I'm not going to have a story. Oh, when this becomes completed, you'll see me actually double or triple down. You'll see me double or triple. I'm going to make a whole fan page just for Numen's Law related things. And I'm going to be active on it myself. Are you talking about episodes? Or like... I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, like actual physical, like if it was a cartoon. So the thing is, like, there's one thing I struggle with is pacing on the older stuff. Okay. This is how it would work if it was in actual episodes. It would work like, yeah, I'd probably be like that. I haven't thought about it because by the time it gets to that point, like, whatever. But it wouldn't just skip to every character. It would do each episode would be a new intro arc, like how Lutz is. That's how it'd be packaged. Like, the hammer part was, like, right here, so. Like, how Lutz is, so. Enra would be, the first episode would probably be, Enra spawning or whatever you want to call it. And pretty much, yeah, just him spawning, him interacting with the area he's in. Then Shard's gonna come out of nowhere, and then he's gonna get beat up. That's why we're redoing the first episode. Then the next episode is gonna be Purin, but it's not gonna be in the order the webtoon is, because that's another thing that I needed to work on was random time skips. And I said pacing was a problem, but like random things like yeah, next will be a different character, and it'll be like like 3 chapters on webtoon. Well, the older stuff would be so Loot would have his intro, the then Flora would have her intro. Niall would get his intro probably within the 6th episode. And then Purin would get his intro. Then the Gummy Bear guy would get his intro. But some of them would be quicker than others. But the episode length will be the same. But it's easy when it's like animated because I could drag out certain scenes. Like most people just swipe like, and that's how they like certain scenes that like, you know, like One Piece, for instance. People like, oh, you got to read the manga if you don't like the anime, because you can read it at your own pace. Like everything that repeats over and over again, you can just speed read that part and then go to the next issue. But I'm gonna show Shard right here potentially. Bam. No, hold on, I'm just gonna have to draw the whole body just to even get a grasp of what I'm even looking at. But I could easily drag out. But it's gonna be a whole intro. It's gonna be like, you know how Avatar has it long ago, before the Fire Nation attacked. It's gonna be that type of intro, because that's what I'm doing for the first chapter as well. But yeah. Hey Flames, rate my art in the Discord if you wanna. You want me to actually rate it? Better not be buns, because I'm gonna tell you honestly. It's actually cool. I like the art style. It reminds me of Scott Pilgrim. It's giving me Scott Pilgrim vibes. That's all I have to say. Is my story linear? Like, explain. You drew Deku because it was Deku. Deku brought your attention. Alright. Let's just agree to disagree on this. I see where you're coming from, Johnny. I see where you're coming from. But the whole reason it was in your face was because it was Deku. Oh yeah, I do have 3 Insta accounts, back to what Dexter was saying. I have 4, actually I have 5 Instagram accounts. But I just couldn't keep up with all of them. I had 6 TikTok accounts, one for like some poetry stuff, one for my daily dues, one for like basketball or whatever, one for my video game stuff, one for just bold takes in general, but that was supposed to not tell anyone that was me. But that video, I just couldn't keep up with editing all those things at once. So I just dropped all of them, and then it's just focused on this stuff, which I don't regret at all, but yeah. But in terms of like linearness, yes, it's gonna be a linear story if I had to make it one. I'm gonna draw him in the back like. So I saw on TikTok showing Spider-Man art from the creator of My Hero. Then I was thinking about it, so I found art from the creator, then drew Deku. Ah. Whoa, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Psst. Why are we sending cheese? Yeah, I went pretty big on one of them, and I got shadow banned as well. I got horrendously shadow banned. I was getting 10K a video on TikTok, and I was like, okay. It was the one that reached 20K followers. But yeah, it dropped so fast. And then I started posting shit posting on it because I knew I couldn't get back on the algorithm. I'm gonna have him doing a funny face. Depends how serious I want this scene to be. Wasn't he sitting down first? Gotcha, yeah. Gotcha is like, it's very, you would grow out of that anyway, I feel like. I feel like I feel like art in general is on a decline. If I'm being faintly honest, like, art in general is on a decline. Yes, people like to express themselves, but in terms of like viewership from people who don't do art, it's on a decline. Especially with AI rolling in. I'm tired. Who else? Yeah, it's not real. I wouldn't call it real. It's like just plug-in type art. I was never a fan of it. So I see it and I'm like, oh, okay. I cringe a little to it. And then I'd be like, okay. Yeah, mainstream's brain rotted to the core. So the only way to combat that is to come with a full forced project and get people addicted. That's the only way to do things around here. People don't care about... People are too used to swiping and clicking off at top speeds, so the only thing you can do is just have them just have a finished product, and then they'll just sit and watch. That's all they care about is finished products. Please don't make it electricity. Nah, you already have an electricity character. Just think of powers that black people don't normally have, if you know what I mean. With back shots. Honestly. People get confused with speed and flashing lights as good animation these days. I think a good choreographed fight is better animation than people traveling light speeds and doing these crazy light blasts. Because I know as someone who's tried animation that that's easy to do. Could he be air? Yeah, he could be air for sure. That's gonna affect the way he acts as a character potentially. Lots of lots of impact frames and blinking and just a lot of... You can tell when cheap stuff's been happening. The audience for the most part can't, but he's sitting down right here, I'm pretty sure. Any artist can pick up what's going on. Any competent one anyway. He's gonna partially get up. That's what I'm having to do. We agreed to a lot of things and never did it. Something just happened where it just, all right, we gotta switch gears. I don't know. That's why I don't like making promises. I like to go day by day. He's gonna kind of get up. His arm's gonna be down on the floor like this. His part's gonna be up like this. He's gonna be like this. Holy, like he's trying to get up almost. Animation's no joke, man. I try to get us to do, we won't even, none of you guys want to even do 3-panel scenes. Never mind animation. I've been trying to get you guys to draw like a 3-panel sequence on your series or whatever, and no one wanted to do it. And that's animation on its own. So if you didn't want to do that, what makes you think he was going to do animation? So that's what animation is. If you get down to the bare bones. I'm not, you're not, I don't even know you was still here. Yeah, if it's a complete project, it's always gonna, it doesn't matter what type of brain rotted the audience is, they're gonna appreciate it. Like, what's a good one? Scissor Seven's a good. It looks low quality, but the choreography in it's is very good. It's very good, but that's just the art style and stuff. And people love that. They're coming out with another season 2 soon. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that too. No, that was comedy. I was talking about other things, like drawing a 3-paneled sequence. That was comedy. Talking about many a times before I tried suggesting that, and it didn't go through. And honestly, but the reason why I said that too is because I'm already doing that anyways. I'm literally doing sequences anyways. Most of my, like, a lot of my fight scenes is basically paneled sequences. You could easily turn it into an animation. Easily. And now, by the time I get into animation with AI, I'm just going to be plugging in these things. I will be using it to my advantage. I will tell you right now. Since I can't afford the resources. You ever seen those people make like these, it's like moving pictures, but it's just one panel they're moving, and it's like kind of an animation, but it's not quite. I can do that, but a lot of my fight scenes are pretty like move by move. So you can easily do that and have it look like an official low budget animation. I feel like a water balloon. What the hell? No, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like someone made a video. Stop motion is just regular animation. Anyways. It's like someone made a video of like it was like a fan animation, but it was just motion, it's just the pictures moving according to the picture, but it's not actually, I don't even know how to explain it honestly. I don't know what they did. I need an example. Whatever. It's mainly for edits and stuff, but I think edits were the peak of TikTok. The anime edits and stuff, or just edits in general. What's tweening? That sounds familiar. I don't know. Maybe if I showed you guys a video, then I'd know what the hell. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Hold on. Not, where's a good example? I think it's what's his series name? God damn. I don't even know his series name. God damn it. What happened to you? Alright, we're gonna show the next scene where it breaks apart. You know Red F manga? Red? Sometimes he'd be, when we doing TikTok, he did his live streams. I occasionally did not occasionally, it was a rare occasion, but let me see. It was Golden Mist fan animation. Was it this? It's when people take manga pages. People take manga pages and they turn it into a moving page. And they just transition it to the next one. And that looks like it's moving. But the transition's nice, so it looks like it's a fluid animation or motion. It was that, basically. I did some stuff. Okay. What did you do, you fool? What game? Alright, maybe if I find it. It's making me log in. What a trip. Close. He should have had that as his pinned, because that thing was so fire. It's a game I'm making on Scratch. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, let's see right here. Close. How do you get first place? That's crazy. Alright, I give up looking for it. But it's when people make animations of manga pages. You know what I mean? If you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell anyone. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. These erasers are boof. Alright. Dun 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 dun. What happened? Don't listen to him. He won't tell you what happened. He won't tell you. So this hand was in front on top. It's okay. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Is if you're up in the plan yet? Sir, up in the plan. Say what happened then. You are heavily judged here. Alright. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Now, you want to know an ass pull I was thinking about, Johnny? Well, I thought about it the other day before you even said why he's always switching his face shape or something. I was like, what if he just makes a different mask per day or per per moment? I was like, nah, that's too much of an ass pull. That's an obvious ass pull. It was too obvious of an ass pull, so I can't do that. I'll just accept my L. Take with a grain, you know. I think a good fighting scene should translate their intentions in the way they fight. I guess. I don't entirely understand what you're saying. But if you're talking about personality or their intentions as in are they fighting to kill, I mean, I guess. I think my characters definitely mirror the way they fight. Or in terms of Shard fights with more precision with an intent to disable his opponent. And Loot fights with more swiftness and smoothness, just like water. And Flora fights like a traditional, you know, semi-heavy wielding swordsman, but a refined one. But they could use a little bit of work. Enra just fights completely unexperienced, and that's why we're having this training arc to begin with. He's fire, and he thinks he can just blast away at a whim. But I think a lot of their powers also give inspiration to certain fighting styles. Like Rave, he's gonna his personality also is like explosive as well as his superpower, and he's gonna have potential like wrestling style moves. But yeah. A good fighting scene for me. A good fighting scene for me. I don't know. A good fighting scene is just a consistent fighting scene. I think I can agree with Cinna on that part. Like, you should be able to gauge how the character is off their fighting, you know? But a lot of the times, and a lot of animes do this, but, a lot of animes do this, like, they don't, a lot of characters know how to fight automatically. Like, when they get power-ups, they just know how to fight. Sometimes it makes no sense. It's like they gain, sometimes in, like, superpower animes or cartoons or whatever, it's like, when they power up, they just gain technique out of nowhere. And that's not even a part of the power-up. Is he a special attacker or physical? He's more of a physical. He's a close quarters combat specialist. Yes, he can do distance if need to, but he fights more like a ninja, so he has that. His goal is to take you down in one swift move. That's his goal. And if he doesn't, he's a lightweight fighter that uses speed. Now, a lot of other characters are distance. Prime's more of a distance-based character. So when he fights the rock guy, you're going to see how, like, Prime can't handle the rock guy pushing him. Like, he's in his face. Like, that's why Prime gets punched in the face, because he's too used to blasting and using his beams to blast. So he's going to fight a skilled Integrant that actually has some type of form of technique. This will be a while after, but Loot should wield the trident. That is a good idea. I don't know how to... See, I like that I don't know what to expect from kicks. I don't know how to express myself. Pretty much, honestly. That is pretty much him. Save that one. Remember, put it in the fan art section. TV man. I tried it with a pearl. But I think a lot of my characters fight according to their conviction, their patience, and their superpowers. You'll see. But you're going to see Shard's going to be able to take down a lot of characters just off his technique and speed alone. And speed's an underrated thing. A speedster? Shh. If I was a speedster in a show, I'd be the top villain. Or top hero or something. Because speed is really... Being faster than someone is, like, incredibly important. And there's one thing that Dragon Ball Z gets right, that speed is pretty much the most important. One of the most important things. I'm not Googling that because I don't understand what that even is. But yeah. Speed is, like, very, like... Being quicker than your opponent is, like, top tier compared to any other physical attribute. Like, imagine you're playing a Dark Souls game, and you could level up your speed to max level. If that was even an option, you could beat any boss you want in the game if you have your speed maxed out. It may take a while. Yes, the Flash. You know what's funny? Sometimes they make the Flash faster than Superman, and sometimes they make Superman faster than the Flash. It's so inconsistent and annoying sometimes. Because they have Flash do the speed things. But when it's time for Superman to fight the Flash, he just does it faster than him. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, if I was a speedster, like, I wish the Incredibles, you know Dash? I wish the Incredibles come out with another movie that's like a time skip of Violet and Dash. That'd be fire. And then there'd be another one of Jack Jack because he's goddamn OP, but only the real ones know that. I don't know why. And it's bothering me. Quit it. I made this dude's body short in this. So I'm going to have to shorten his body right here. It's going to break up like this. Dang. Jack Jack, as in the baby. Yes, the baby. Hey, hold on. I gotta... His abilities outclasses every superhero on the show's abilities. It's nuts. There's like 20 different abilities. But I want to see Dash and Violet, though. That'd be far. But yeah, Jack Jack can teleport, so it's like, what the hell? Can teleport, get angry, go rage mode, do some other stuff. Jack. That's funny. I think his name's Jack, if I'm not stupid. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he's OP. Anyways, I think Frozone is a good example, random side note, a good example of someone who knows how to use their abilities to their fullest potential. And all he can do is just blast ice. But he's somehow manages to use it in every way he can to aid whatever he's doing. You know how many times Frozone saved the Incredibles? It's crazy. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like this is your third time saying cold cut. Hey, thank you. Harden. What about Harden? Oh yeah, the gold ability. That reminds me, the gold ability. Harden's an underrated technique too in most animes if they use it properly. I mean, in One Piece, it's haki basically. I'm pretty sure. Like the gold, that black stuff. I don't know. Johnny, be my info on that one, but like I'm not sure if it's haki or whatever. But I know in Scissor 7 they used like the gold ability. Oh, you guys ever see whoever didn't see Scissor 7 or seen it? The guy with the bum homeless looking dude with the slipper? That was fire. Him fighting him. That was clean. I'm gonna watch that after this. Swear. I don't like how this entirely is this picture, but that's fine. Who that? And I thought you were big on One Piece. Guess not, buddy. I guess not. This looks stupid. God damn it. When you're erasing and the paper bends. Cold cut would be a cool, like, a fun name if you had, like, if you was a swordsman with ice abilities. Or if that was, like, a name of a move if you were a swordsman with ice abilities. You used to think, at least. Yeah, you used to. I remember when thinking was fun, but it just takes too much energy, honestly. Hmm. Sounds like a Naruto term. It's crazy that you didn't know. How much did you watch of One Piece? You only watched the first season. I'm gonna show Enra on the back like, holy, he's gonna stand up like, holy. I don't know if he's gonna T-pose in the back. No, I'm just talking about hardening as a move, but till Fishman Island, dang. Like, where is that? What chapter is? What chapter? Alright, is that early on in it? That's nuts. The One Piece fan art. I thought you watched more One Piece than me. It's crazy. Isn't that early on? Oh, after the time skip. Is that... No, which one's Fishman Island? Alright, let me see. Oh, the one where they go underwater. Yeah, that's why I stopped watching. That was the most mid arc of all time of all anime. That was the Hody Jones. That was the worst arc of all time. That's when I stopped watching months, maybe years ago. It was so horrendous. It was the worst piece of fiction of all time. Because Arlong was such a cool character and how they just and they made it seem like going down there would be so much hell and all that just for that. I was like, you gotta be shitting. There's no way. The most mid arc of all time. That would make me stop watching One Piece. Goes to show you, all it takes is one bit of I forced myself. That arc was so bad, I know exactly when not commercials, when it would cut off to the side bits. I know exactly how long the opening was. I knew every. No, it's terrible. It's the worst arc of all fiction ever. I am not downplaying that by any means. It is just godsend trash. I know the purpose of it was to show how they got stronger in certain areas. Cause I get it. You're not supposed to be like some anime do this stupidly, like everywhere they go, there has to be a stronger opponent. Sometimes when you go places, there might be weaker opponents. I know it's for plot to strengthen the character, but I think that's kind of bad writing that everywhere you have to go is stronger than the last area. But yeah, the intro was good, but like it was so garbage. It honestly infuriates me because I forced myself to watch that for weeks. Let's see. That is a really good design. I like that one. I like that one. The first design was decent. What's with it with you, Dexter, and the comb overs or the bangs? The comb over bang things that are coming out. See, I like that character because there's not too much going on with him. Sometimes it's over the top. I'm like last minute Christmas shopping. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy. Alright, where anyways, worst arc in all of fiction. I will never. That made me stop watching it altogether. Without that arc, I'd be finished watching One Piece by now. I would have completely finished. The best part of that arc was them going to the Fishman Island, not them actually being there. Which is insane. Where's your meme? Oh. That's funny. I didn't get it at first, but I was like, oh, yeah. These memes are gonna carry me when I get big. When I'm... Someone crashed. He said, I gotta get these Christmas presents! Dude, someone had a terrible Christmas. Goes to show you. Someone's having a terrible Christmas. Fun. What do you mean by power creep? Enlighten me. Anyways, it was terrible. Like, it was terrible. It's terrible. Like, I get when there's certain, like, they based a whole arc about nothing going on, nothing ever happening. So much drag. You gotta be some type of mental. You gotta take a pill or something, because if you think anyone thinks that's a good arc, because I swear on my whole soul, That is terrible fiction. I don't even know how that passed the drawing board. That pisses me off that I even watched that. If there's one thing I hate is wasting time. And you know how much time I gave? Oh my god. You gotta be pissing. The whole reason. Oh my god, dude. I was just furious. I want to do something where Enra's in like Shard's outfit for a moment, just for fun. He's gonna be in you know how because Naruto when he was training with Rock Lee and Guy, he had the Rock Lee outfit. So in the game, you could kind of pick Naruto. Cause I was trying to trust the process. I was like, if I make it through this arc, everything will be okay. It was not okay. I felt like I was cause I knew the arc after that was the what's his name with the strings and whatnot, fucking whatever that dude is with the fucking Doflamingo. I knew he was coming right after. I already knew Katakuri or whatever his name was coming right after. So that's why I was holding off for that. Because he's one of the better designed characters and whatnot with actual stuff going on. So like, alright, let me just spoiled kid for not for wanting clothes, but because I have a lot. Yeah, you are a little spoiled brat, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Uh, if you finish it, no, I think I had a couple episodes. I just couldn't handle it anymore. It just gave me the worst taste in my mouth. I mean, you know how you can tell when someone's a spoiled kid overthrown? When they're crying over the littlest of things. Not knowing how hard it gets. That's how you tell if someone's a spoiled kid or not. I'm just gonna watch, next time I watch One Piece, I'm watching One Pace. The website called One Pace, where it just takes all the BS out of it. I've seen so much One Piece spoilers, it's unbelievable. I haven't thought about that. I don't think there'll ever be batteries in the vicinity, or much electronics for that matter. Like, there'll be rarely electronics, I don't think. It's more like, think of like, medieval. Yeah, I don't think there'll even be electronics to be real. Now I'm thinking about it. There's gonna be only one area with electronics, and it's gonna be the food city. But that's gonna be a total different cutoff. I'm gonna have to figure out how to even make that make sense. But since it's kind of canon already, since I put it in the Gummy Bear arc, or not the Gummy Bear arc, the Gummy Bear intro. Well, he's not energy, he's just lightning and electricity. But yeah. I couldn't stand One Piece, honestly. I just couldn't like I just I just it just it's like someone just like it's like you're drinking a good drink. This is good. And all of a sudden someone puts a goddamn you end up someone put a mint in your drink and you're swallowing peppermint at the same time of drinking soda. Like what the hell? Terrible analogy is where they keep on ass pulling the main character to be stronger and stronger to keep up with the yeah, Dragon Ball D does that a lot and it's kind of trash. Because then you start comparing the older bosses to the newer ones, saying, like, he would have washed him. Yeah, in my series, there's no ass pulling. I'm just kidding. There's no power creep. Make a lightning integrant. There will be no power creep. That's for sure. Because, like, what are we doing here? But there's only power creep if you over accelerate. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't think Enra's gonna reach God level, and if he does, it's gonna be through someone else giving him that power. That's just the concept. I already showed you guys the concept of him getting Diallo's fire, or Diallo's gonna give him some of his, grant him some power, and I already showed you guys what Diallo even looks like, but let me show you again for the funsies. Where is he? He's not major characters, is he? I'm not going to show Diallo. So this is when he gets that. That's what he's going to look like. Now, let's be honest, I don't think I got anything for Christmas. What? You do need a job. I've been trying to tell you that for months. It's like you're chugging a bottle of Pepsi and someone sneaks in a Mentos, and now you're chugging it. Yeah. I give it to him because I'm cool like that. What? Why would you make Numen's character design but never show Numen? Because that's the big mystery. That's the whole fun of it. And Numen's only going to show himself for, he's going to show himself chapter 100. Didn't I say I was going to do that? He's going to show himself for a brief moment, chapter 100. And I'm not sure if they're going to meet him or they're going to meet Astron. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Astron. Black Flame. Now, Diallo is going to give him that. And I already showed what Diallo looks like, but I'm not pulling that out. 100 chapters of filler. I wouldn't say that. Numen's so silly, though. It's literally called Numen's Law. It's like Elden Ring. You don't see the Elden Ring until you're done. The whole planet is based off of Numen's vision. Quote, air quotes. That's how they perceive it, anyway. And the law of Numen pretty much is the faith in Numen. That's what it is, pretty much. But now, I'm not sure if I'm going to show him chapter... I'm not sure how I'm going to show him when he appears. But I know they're not going to fight Numen, because the point of Numen is supposed to be he's God. Why would God have any faults to be... How could God be killed? You know? How? There's no way he could get killed. He's goddamn God. Why would he create a thing where he can get killed? That wouldn't even make any sense. And he's supposed to be God. You know, he's not a God. He is the God. So if I were to do something like that, it would make no sense for the plot. But that's why he has gods in his place. Why would he be hovering? No. Pokemon is like... That's a total different thing. That's like Bakugan. That's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's what you see the whole game. Titles doesn't mean... You can go anyway with titles. Goku's always power creeping. I'm not advertising for Numen. I'm advertising Newman's Law. That's like... Do you know how titles are? Some titles are foreshadowing. That's like saying, why is Berserk called Berserk? There's no physical Berserk. There's a lot of titles that don't say what's going on. Like, I'm not a fan of titles that are like, I'm not a fan of titles that are called Naruto. Yu-Gi-Oh's better than Pokemon. Anyways, I'm not a fan of, Naruto. I mean, the title Naruto. Because with that title alone just tells you plot armor's on its way. I get he's the main character, but if you're going to have a title that's named after a character, and that's like, that's just like tells me it doesn't matter. It's only about this character, and that's all I should be paying attention to. When no. If I called the series Enra's Law or Integrants Next Generations, why would I even... That just means it's about them and no one else. When every other character has stories. It's characters that aren't integrants. Hello, goldfish, and goodbye. Bakugan is actually fire. It's actually very slept on. I slept on it. I slept on it hard. And the games were the most fire version of any of the games put together. It beats Pokemon. It beats... Well, maybe not some Pokemon games. But it beats Yu-Gi-Oh! Gameplay. It's just much better. Just slept on, for sure. Loser. This is the last you'll see of me. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd pick Pokemon over Yu-Gi-Oh! But I will say Yu-Gi-Oh's better. The only problem is with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is they create a lot of rules they have to double back on, if you know what I mean. They create a lot of rules that they can't even implement, or they have to create new rules to outlaw. Like, they make cards that are illegal. Like, why'd you even make those cards? Or... It's just stupid. Beyblade, I'm sleeping on that heavy. So I won't even talk about it. Digimon's probably better than Pokemon. I'm not even talking about the show. I'm just talking about the whole entirety. The whole entirety of it. I'm talking about the game, the actual, like, having the cards, the gameplay. Having the cards and stuff. Pokemon is about enslaving animals and having them fight each other. What are you talking about? Pokemon is literally, I caught you. You're gonna fight the other one now. It's literally, but mind you, modern day, we frown upon people doing dog fights. That's what Pokemon is, buddy. Enslaving sad Pokemon to fight each other. I prefer Yokai Watch. No. Bakugan's the different. Beyblade's the spinnies. Bakugan's the ball things. The one thing I don't like about Beyblade is if you're actually playing real life Beyblade, I never did, but it's clearly obvious that one's gonna win every time, and that's all you need to win. There's no skill implemented in Beyblade. It's just you have the right one that's better and you win, therefore you win. Like, what the hell? Not all the time. Not all the time. But in reality, that's what's going on. I don't think the Pokemon want to fight. Has anyone ever asked them? There's only one, and it's Charizard. He was one of the few Pokemon that wanted to fight all the time. Other than that, I don't even. I was thinking about it, but I don't want to. The character with the blue hair is not exciting for me. It's not an exciting character to look at. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my hero, the Deku is not a fun character to look at, so I don't want to keep seeing his face. I'm not gonna lie. She's so raw. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself, Overthrown? Do you hear yourself sometimes? Do you ever just look at yourself and be like, what the hell was I saying? Please. Do you ever just hear yourself, Overthrown, and wonder why things go the way they go? I'm really... I don't care about his character development. Do you hear yourself, Overthrown? He's so raw. What the fuck? He's my husband. I love him so much. Overthrown's giving he's so raw. I think you need a job, Overthrown. I love you, but you need a job, buddy. Listen, I said this before, but I'll say it again about Naruto. The only reason I liked Naruto or kept clinging onto it was the video games and because it was my first introduced anime. That's the only reason. Tanjiro doesn't cry like you think he does. He cries at things happening. He doesn't stop and cry. He gets the job done. This ain't even about Tanjiro crying. I don't even care about Tanjiro crying. Tanjiro, you can actually like he has a right to cry. He has an actual right to cry. He's the only one under, and I'm not even a big fan of like the Demon Slayers. Oh, but I don't remember it that. Listen, Naruto is a 7 out of 10 for me. Naruto's characters is a 10 out of 10. The story and writing is a 6 out of 10. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No one ever does, cause he's a good character. You can feel for his pain, but they overexpress everything. Like they drag out certain things that just like, damn. But the one parts that hit when he was crying was when Jiraiya died and he had the popsicles in his hand by himself. That hit. That was heavy. That part was heavy. Or when he invited Yoruka to be his father to play the role of his father at the wedding. That was heavy. Hey man. Most people's favorite Naruto character is goddamn Itachi. Even though Itachi was a goddamn dumbass, but whatever. I'm experiencing a bit of art block. Uh-oh. What will you do? But yeah. But that's why they're redoing Naruto, I think. All of Naruto. because some of it was overkill, and they got more video games to make, you know. It was mid to you because you didn't grow up watching it and you don't know anything about it. You grew up watching, that wasn't your first anime. You can't appreciate the moment. You can't appreciate the moment because you don't know. And you're a little iPad kid damn near, so What's up, Elite Art? It's the adult themes I notice don't touch you, you know? Talking about Samurai Champloo, I was just about to reference that. I said the other adult themes doesn't touch you. You're into the coloring, flashes, and high emotions, but you don't know what it's like. You don't know real life, buddy. You don't know good content when you see it. Anyone who doesn't like Samurai Champloo, I just think they're just not mature enough. That's my honest take. And Fairy Tail was mid. Now, if I was younger when I watched Fairy Tail, I probably would have loved it. But that shit was mid out the mid. Thank you, Elites. Yes, we're drawing, he's shattering a glass panel. Time has lost its effect on me. Are you eternal, Mr. Cinemac? Samurai Champloo is my favorite anime. I cosplay as Mugen. You can watch it on English, but if you're a younger person, you won't appreciate it. You really won't. Like, you will not appreciate the style, the pacing. You won't even, because the way things are written nowadays, it's just vomiting on the screen, and then I only respect the opinions of the mature folk. What animation? The first fight scene is probably the best fight scene in the entire show. Because I'm pretty sure it's the two favorite characters going at it instantly. And it's something you wouldn't likely see them team up. It's kind of like Goku and Vegeta going at it early on. Champloo is a synonym for, or I'm pretty sure it means shampoo, which means mixture. And that's Mugen's fighting style, is mixture. So it's shampoo, but because you got Samurai Champloo. Samurai is Jin, which is the guy in the blue, and Champloo is the mixed fighting style, like Mugen. Shampoo. Samurai Champloo. That's funny. That sounds like a fun comedy I'd watch. But yeah. Anyways, Johnny, you like bright flashing colors. So you wouldn't... And this is coming from someone who colors bright flashing colors. So I can understand. That's not your cup of tea. You like bright flashing colors. You don't like the moody tones. A lot of shampoo is darker colors. A lot of it. What is a shonen again? I don't even care about these dumb definitions. Yeah, it's moody tones. Like, you know, only few of us can appreciate that. You like bright flashing colors, high intensity emotions. I get it. That's the type of content there is now. I wouldn't say Samurai Champloo's emotional, but I know what you like, because Pokemon is none of that. Peace and Merry Christmas. You're not an iPad kid, but you're damn near on your way. Cry. Shonens. Shamai Champloo is a good story. It's comedy. A lot of comedy, I'd say. But it gets really serious, too. Rocks and sticks. Not. Actually, I didn't play with rocks and sticks. I'm pretty sure if I did, I'd have a better childhood. Kind of envy that I didn't play like that. Sometimes I regret that I was always in the house and not really playing in the forest, but there is no forest around here. But sometimes I wish I did. You know what I mean? I always wish I had that adventure like the Goonies or something like that. But nope, since I can't have the adventure I want, I'm gonna draw it. I wasn't born in the Stone Age. See, the way things go, if what I'm noticing. Yeah, definitely. Definitely that show. The more time goes on, the more the younger generations rotted. And it's like, because you can't watch One Punch Man and go to Naruto, you know what I mean? You can't watch something like, you can't watch something like that and then just shoot off to something like that. It's like giving a kid so much sugar, he won't appreciate the steamed vegetables that's in front of him. It's like giving a kid Pop Rocks and telling him, "Do you like the taste of pepper?" Like you can't even. Thank you. It's like giving kid a Sprite and expecting him to drink water, and the Sprite's not even halfway done. It's really hard to go from something that's highly animated and highly action fast paced. If you give a JJK kid Naruto, he wouldn't watch it. If the kid grew up watching JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, and he goes shifts over to Naruto after, he's not watching it at all. He is not watching it. Especially when it gets to Shippuden. He's definitely not watching it. The best part of Naruto was the first version, if we're being honest, but well, Samurai Champloo was my first one of my first introduced animes, so that compared to Naruto next to it. Yeah, a lot of my viewers, they start off with JJK, bro. JJK, One Punch Man, like it's just a bunch of bright colors and animation and effects. I'm not saying that's bad. It still has good choreographed fights. JJK is a complete thing. but there's always something going crazy down every episode. They wouldn't appreciate the slow tones. They wouldn't appreciate slow-paced. You know how many JJK kids come in here? Thank you, Catalina, if I haven't said that already. So yeah, he breaks the thing. He said, so let me just, he's gonna say power alone doesn't win battles, creativity does. You never watch a JJK? I'm surprised you haven't. It is really good, actually. It's really good, all things considered. If you want something that's not gonna be, it has no single boring episode, from what I understand. No single boring episode. I can confirm. It's really something. I prefer Vinland Saga, but I'm surprised you haven't watched JJK. I'm not gonna tell you to watch it. So he says, watch this. Power alone doesn't win battles. Pushes this on. Wham. JJK is a good concept, but it need to slow its damn road. The fuck is Vinland Saga? Good God, bro. He says, see? No effect. Stay with me. He said, here goes. I'm not even sure if that's going to be panel. Crack. And he's going to look back. He's going to say, it's the Viking anime. The brilliant Viking anime. Night Anti. JJK had a good concept, but it's just too much happening. That's the only issue. It's like, no one has time to register what curses are, because they're not even going to be around long enough to even realize it. Like, every time we learn something new in JJK, it's like something new is introduced on top of that. If you want an anime that's peak, I mean, not peak, but like, it's the peak moment. It's literally climax every episode. Yeah, they did butch horror. It went from horror immediately to powerful dudes instantly. Cinemig, did you watch all of it? It went from horror with the curses. It should have, if it would have slowly built up to it, it would have been fire. But they did too much. It just too much is happening too fast. It's like, oh, you only watched the first season, then no point in me talking further. I'm never watching DBZ. See, anyone who gets introduced to newer generation anime will never watch DBZ in their life. Not maybe Super, but they'll never watch Dragon Ball Z. That's why they came out with Daima, which is a remake for the newer folk that might want to get introduced to it. But yeah, it's just like he's gonna turn back and say, but people, I myself, Dragon Ball Z is good and all that, but like, you won't, if you're into newer anime, you'll never like watch that or appreciate it. I can guarantee that. Dragon Ball Z is what I'm talking about. What's DBZ? Can anyone tell me the full one? See? That's all I need to hear. And it's crazy that you're calling DBZ a good concept. That's even a wild take. To even say, as if it's not a full fleshed out concept. What's the worst anime? Fishman arc. Some porker pig getting mystic balls to summon a genie to give him freaking OnlyFans underwear. What do you think? That's funny. It's a good concept. Like, it's not a full-fledged, doesn't have 60 million games out, and it that's a wild thing to say, Johnny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd never say that. I know. Was the best anime I've ever watched. Opinions aside, the most complete anime I've ever watched. You got Full Metal Alchemist. I'd say Vinland Saga. I'd like to throw that in there. Attack on Titan. And these aren't per se my favorites, but if I had to give them a rating of what's the best anime, I would say Soul Eater, but it dropped off. It didn't end the way it should have. The dragon is something that grants wishes. Now you collect Dragon Balls to summon the dragon. Dragon Balls are scattered throughout the planet. But one gap and loop in it, which makes no sense, is they get the Dragon Balls. It gets to a point where they get the Dragon Balls so much that they start wasting wishes. And the whole point of Dragon Balls is that that's the most important relic. And like, it can and can't do certain things. It just made no sense. Yeah, see, One Piece is not an anime I'd ever recommend to anyone. Never will I ever recommend One Piece to anyone because they will stop watching anime on the spot. I would never recommend One Piece. Never. And that's not even because I have a hate bias towards it. It's just, if I want people to appreciate anime, I would never recommend One Piece. Never. Unless they've never seen any type of TV in their life. The only way someone's going to appreciate One Piece is if they've never seen TV. And if that's the absolute first thing they seen on the, like, you know. Thank you. I'm not watching Baki. I'm not a fan of just overly muscular dudes going at it. I'm just not a fan of that. I'm sure I'd like it when I start watching it, but I'm just not even gonna bother giving it the chance. I'm not interested in the only thing I would be interested in the father-son dynamic between them two, if you know, but I'm not gonna give it the chance, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, a lot when I used to customize shoes and stuff, I customized a Hunter x Hunter shoe, and that's what made me watch Hunter x Hunter because I wanted to get into the project I was doing. So I was like, let me just watch the whole entire anime and customize this shoe so I can get into the mood. But if you need help on learning how to draw, I do have Mr. Dark Angel. I do have a lot of tutorials. I have a playlist for it, and if you need help with anything new, you can ask me and I can teach you. But for what I can show you right here is this is my step-by-step to learning any body format in the most basic form possible. This is what got me started in learning body types. And if you want to do them in different directions, you just move the pieces. That's literally it. But other than that, I made a video on that as well. But do whatever you want. Hunter x Hunter was nice. It was just over explanations. Sometimes you just want them to shut up. Sometimes, like the narrator. The narrator would piss me off. But yeah. What's the worst anime of all time? There is one, but I'm not even sure if I want to call it bad. There's one I can think of, but I don't know the name. Island of Magmel? Something, It was on Netflix. It was pretty damn trash. It was a barf of an anime. But yeah. Something like that. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter would be cool if they would continue it, but they can't because Arthur can't move. Like, Hunter x Hunter has so much lore and mystery. If you're into, like, that type, and I know you like, if you like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, you'd like that type of stuff. But, it's not Dark Souls or Elden Ring themed like that, but in terms of the way the lore is, I'm gonna throw up later. Romance anime makes me sad. I actually started watching romance animes, some of them. Komi Can't Communicate is not really romance. Todoroki, I think it's called. Toradora, I mean. Is it called Toradora? One of them's called Todoroki in the anime, but it's called Toradora. I like that one a lot. Clanad is hella sad if anyone's watched Clanad. Romance Killer, I think it's called. It's pretty nice. They be having the best openings too. Some playlists be having some of the romance animes is fire. No, what do you want your comic series to be like? Hunter x Hunter? Yeah, he is a My Hero character. Pretty sure someone named that in the anime. In that anime. And that anime was way before My Hero, so for the record. I like action movie then romance. Hello, Nathan. Profile switch again. A science fiction fantasy comic. Honestly, I love fantasy because fantasy can mean anything. Just plug it in. Fantasy could mean literally anything. I just woke up and go back to bed. I'm not having a good time right now. What's wrong with you? Throw up then. Then go to bed. You getting sick? Just chug some NyQuil and go to bed. Take hot showers. Honestly, when I was sick recently, this was the worst sickness I've had in a long time. I mean, in terms, it was just like a regular sickness that I get once per year, but it lasted way too long. Like, it unnaturally lasted too long. He's gonna say creativity does. Originally, there was an ancient era that had all these mystical entities, enchanted biomes, and all the golems that kept the peace. Get some Discord Nitro? What are you talking about? Why would I want this? There's too many subscriptions out there. I don't need any more. And I'm not a Discord mod, so, put in, quit it. I keep doing this bend wrong. Why'd I do the angle? Take hot shower. Elemental guardians. Find samples. Yes, yes. Put in! Put in! What are you talking about? Get help. Oh god, get help. Don't tell this dude get some help. Put in, quit it. After the Deku fan art. Yeah, even God's sick of your nonsense. Leave my hero alone. That'd be a miracle. Even though you probably already finished it. Because it ended, didn't it? Deku's working at McDonald's or something? I don't know. Anyways. These war machines. Yes, war machines. McDonald's. So, did you say McDonald's, dude? Terribly wrong. He's telling me the intro. Oh, I got 10%. With the scientist cutaway monitor. It was Burger King. My system making 30 million thousand noises. You see, elemental spirits don't have souls, but something with these artificial element pods was flawed. They had no strict system to keep it in check. Ravenous. Ravenous meaning for souls. I left everything on one piece. They became ravenous. Yeah, he messed up drawing my hero for the 30th time. That's where he messed up. I can agree. Mute for me for 10 seconds. No. I don't feel like it's too much work. Kicks off when one of the head scientist's son wanders to somewhere he shouldn't have and stumbled upon. Oh no. It's always some naive idiot, isn't it? Mm-mm. 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 Dun, dun, dun. Probably draw his arms over a little bit more, if I'm being honest. That's the issue we're going with today. He looks too skinny. He's supposed to be more of a fit character, you know? A soul-lusted fire elementoid. So the soul-lusted got the sun, huh? Hello. Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Saturn. I wanna be... No, he's inciting things he only knows. My hero Pokemon in One Piece. It left no mercy. I devoured the kid alive, merging their consciousness together. Oh, so the kid becomes the thing. Or together. Ish finally showed up. I'm live every day, homie. Why? Cause it's pretty late. It's already 12:30? Damn. I wouldn't be live usually. I shouldn't be live right now. I should probably end it right now. But I'm drawing this, so it doesn't really matter right now. It's you and me. It's gonna be our destiny. Something on. The one opening that's never changed because it's so iconic. It's first Ignis Sapien. So the soul's creating something, but the soul is still on its own. Since it's, you said it's its first. Like it has opportunity to create more. Think for itself. I feel like Pokemon's one of those openings Japanese listen to on English. Like how we listen to some songs in Japanese that are just too iconic to ignore. It's just too grand. Hello, Alberto. God damn it, why'd I do that? I'm happy I could draw this. Pokemon. Is it crazy that 20 years from now, Pokemon might not be even remembered? Isn't that crazy? Right. Ash Ketchum won't be remembered. It's gonna be wild. Ash Ketchum time skip. Wasn't easy, and he still struggles to balance and fight for his consciousness against the destructive instincts of the war machine that took his normal life away from him. Isn't it crazy that you're just like hating on everything I love? I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's gonna be wild that a generational classic's gonna be gone and forgotten. Shut up, stupid. Think. You're a poo-poo head. No! Don't call me that! I told you not to call me that! You're a poo-poo head. The corporation. Paracel. Sounds legit. Corporation responsible for meddling where they shouldn't have been meddling with. Pokemon intro helped me cope. You know what intro helps me cope? Sword Art Online Crossing Road or something. These monsters. This is why we had of World War II. It's just crazy to think about, ain't it? Guys. Chillax. I feel like gagging. Oh. So maybe if I cry like Deku, I won't gag anymore. These monsters. Panda Express. Well, stop eating pandas and maybe even... Let's rewind back to what I was talking about, merged consciousness. Oh. I'm gonna do the plankton moon thing. Oh. Why did I just moan? I don't remember. I think I drank bad milk. He drank the wrong milkers. He should have drank it straight from the source. Bro's drinking restaurant milk. Get the... What a baby. I'm just near... I was so close to the phone that you could hear it. It's funny that I... like, moaning. That's funny. Said, oh, he does his moan on live. Cut the bullshit. He just keeps moaning. I'm just exhaling, laughing sometimes, exhaling. Not a full laugh, but my nose is right near the phone because I'm trying to get close to the drawing because I can't see with the phone in my way. I want to see my family. Flames, let me out. No. You will sit there and become my battery. I will use your flesh, your bones to feed the Condragon. Do you want to get fed to the Condragon? Light-headed boy. Don't worry, you won't feel a thing. Before their creations became ravenous, they still were controllable to be tools of destruction and would be used in war skirmishes. You want to get fed to the Condragon. I just texted my crush and she said that she likes me back, so I'm going to take her on a date to Texas Roadhouse, possibly. Do you have any advice? Just be yourself. I know that sounds cliche or stereotypical, but be yourself. And if she doesn't appreciate it, then she ain't the one. That's all I'm going to say. But have a list of questions preemptively that you're going to say. Or just, be interested. Ask her what she does for fun. That's all I have to say. And when you ask someone what do they like to do for fun or what are they into, people love talking about their passions. So if you can get them to talk about their passions, that'll make them happy. And maybe they'll ask you to do the same. Then you can go off. That's about it. Hello, Mary Becker. What's this? This is my series called Numen's Law. That's what it is. He's burping. Okay. There's these two guys are training right now. Shard's teaching Enra here a lesson. So I'll show you the whole thing. Bink. But if you're about to take anyone out to date, to keep it interesting, just ask her questions, be interested in what she's into, see what she's into, and ask her questions on it. And then it'll flow from there. The rest you can do on your own. I don't want to give you too much, because if you're trying to remember too much on a date, it won't flow naturally, and then you'll just mess up. So just don't think of it. Treat it as a regular friendship. Like, treat it as, like, something that you just want to be, you want to get to know somebody as to get to know them. And that's all I have to say. Watch this. Power alone doesn't win battles. Picks up the hammer. He's like, huh? Wham! He hits the thick glass wall panel. He says, see? Knock, knock. See? No effect. He said, huh? He said, stay with me now. He places a thing. He puts a nail thing next to it. And he grips his hammer. He's like, what? He's like, you ready for this? Stomps. Crash. Smash. The whole thing cracks. He's like, oh. Smashes him bar. Breaks apart. He's like, what? He says, creativity does. So he says, power alone doesn't win battles, creativity does. I'll explain my introduction later after this art block of mine passes. Damn, I think I have nausea. I think he drank bad milk too. You guys are just stop sharing each other's milk. That does not sound. I'm gonna call it quits here. But either way, I'm happy I got this part out because this part was really important. Flames, help! No, I breathed the air. Bad air. Who farted? Anyways, yeah. I had Evil's cheeseburgers. What the hell does that even mean? Okay, Miss Mary. So the thing is, Shard's teaching them that power alone doesn't win battles, creativity does. Because they're going to be fighting some dangerous beasts in the future. And they're not going to be all too strong. They're not going to be all too strong to fight these dangerous things. So Shard's teaching them you can't just go about willy-nilly blasting things using raw power. You need to have some technique and some training. And when he says creativity, it's how creative can you manipulate your abilities to your advantage. And this hammer was actually him hammering the glass. See, he takes this hammer. He says power alone. That doesn't necessarily mean you can't win off of raw power, because sometimes you can, but not always. So he grabs the hammer, he hits this thick glass panel with a blunt hammer, and now that's not going to inherently break something like that. If you hammer anything that's thick with something flat and blunt, it's not going to do anything. So you have to become creative and use a certain way to smash this. So he gets this small little nail. I'm gonna have him make it out of glass because that's his ability, or maybe he just has a regular nail. And that small little thing, it makes the hammer have a whole new purpose. So then he hits the glass again, you know, with that nail in place, and it smashes the whole entire thing off of just one thing. Solid Snake. He's gonna have to go in a box. The flu had me sound like Raiden. What's my definition in creativity? Well, there's many definitions, but in this instance, in battle, is what he means by creativity. Because when he first met Enra, the fire guy, when Shard first met him, Enra was just blasting fire, hoping to hit something, thinking his raw power can finish off what his victims, because that's what he's used to doing in the wild. But no. I have many definitions of creativity. Well, yes, there's different situations for everything. Nothing's ever black and white. That's obvious. But he says power alone doesn't win. That doesn't mean power. So that sentence means like you can have power to win battles, but technique, skill, creativity are also ways you can use to master your abilities, because they're going to be facing opponents with much more than what they have. But if you're not a quick thinker, if you're not quick-witted or whatever, if you can't think of a quick moment for certain circumstances, the opponent, you're going to be stuck in certain situations, just in life in general. And if you can't quickly think or come up with a creative solution to get out of your situation, you're going to be stuck in a bad situation. So that's what he's basically telling him. Well, experience does. Yes, that's obvious. That's just an obvious saying, but he's going to teach him how to manipulate your moves. Now, before we get into anything else, let me show you what I mean by that. What that's going to teach him. That's going to be a lead way for Enra learning different moves. He's going to get creative with his... I think we have the same last name, actually. Anyways, he's going to get creative with his move set. He's going to use his moves, and he's going to use his fire ability and to see how creative he can get with it. Like, he's going to create fireworks, and he's going to shoot a fire blast and ignite it to explode. He creates a firewall. He's going to start experimenting with his abilities. Such as Shard mastered almost all of his abilities early on, of what he think he can do with his abilities. Now, if I could find... So, Shard has many abilities, but he uses his glass abilities to his advantage as best as he can. You know, he creates a glass clone. He can create he can coat his fist in glass to stop attacks, to enforce his attacks. But, you know, glass shuriken because he's ninja based. But and fiberglass. This is the ultimate creativity of his moveset. And he creates these tiny little particles of glass and blasts it like frost wind almost. And yes, fiberglass is very dangerous in real life, and if you inhale that, you can get destroyed from the inside out. But well, yeah, he started off, I didn't say entirely, but he's mastered quite a bit of his movesets. Remember, Johnny, I did say he was going to be training with him, not training him. He's training with him, but he has to teach him a few things first. It's a male warrior. Yes, we have a male warrior, and we have a female one, which is my favorite, Flora. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Anyways, but she's not glass. She's magenta fluorite. I did say that. You're just dumb. I said that earlier. You don't listen. Rewind if you have to. Sick of your nonsense, Johnny, honestly. You hear half of what I say. Anyways. You're not forgiven. Because this is about the 10th time you've done it in the past week. She's hot. Yes. You wanna see more? you wanna see more? I'll give you the secret sauce here. The secret sauce. Well, her outfit is mainly because she was my first intro to learning anatomy, female anatomy. So that's why she kept this outfit, because it just started to stick with me. Because I was like, I need to show all the curves. It helps with the anatomy. I don't want to, because a lot of times when I draw, I like to do cheap cop-outs by drawing clothing that cover the parts I can't draw. The clothing I create hides the parts that I can't draw. So I was like, okay, I need to practice her, so I'm just going to keep her in this tight outfit. And yeah. Jump on your back. Piggyback. Pig time. This is real flora. Well, this is... No, hold on. God damn. Who the hell is this? Anyways, I do have a lot of flora art, but you can't see all of it. All of it. Some of it's too much. She already scratched my head. Good, good. Tell her to do it again. I have another girl. She's poison, but she's straight evil. She's straight evil. She's another integrant. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I have a lot of other female characters too, but we're working on it. Hello, Mr. Art. Anyways, that's this packet. So I'm going to get the paper clip out. And... Johnny, just sitting in your room typing is not going to help you solve your problem. I can fix her. Oh, you want to see what she actually looks like? I mean, she does look like that too, but... Because she's one of my favorite designs. Here's Flora again, actually. Flora, here she is again. You can read her in the Webtoon. It's one of my earlier chapters, but yeah. I can fix her. Yeah, classic sentence. You've been asking what? What are you asking me? I don't know what you're asking me, man. I'm doing too much here. Here's Penumbra. Can you think you can fix Penumbra? Fix her now. Fix her now. Anyways, where is she? Before we put things to a close. Let me find Johnny's girlfriend. Not her. Think there she is. What's her name? It's Gaia. Gaia the poison integrant. You're no help. And she has this pig thing. Yes, Gaia the poison integrant. Her hair is straight poison. She's poison. All that good stuff. I do have a lot of... Some females aren't as... This one's cool. She's copper. She's fire. She's gonna be cool when I introduce her. She's gonna be a hands-on type of character. Now let me find Johnny's love of his life. Anyways. She's freaky. What told you that? Nah, I don't think it's worth showing that picture. I will not be showing that picture. That picture's wild. Anyways, here's another floor picture. Yippee! I'm showing him while he can. Alright, I'm out of here. Look at the cotton candy girls while you still can. Yes, we were practicing. Beautiful, aren't they? Anyways. I'm out of here. Well, I'm going to end the live here because it's too damn late and it's almost a 3-hour live stream. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for joining. Dun, 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 dun.